Insight Devices gives you a central view of every device running the Insight Agent and registered with the GuardWare Management Console. From here, you can monitor device status, assign monitoring policy, and run commands on individual devices immediately, without needing to touch the underlying policy at all. To get there, navigate to Devices. Then Insight. The device list shows every registered device, and it's a good place to spot the ones that need attention. Devices that haven't checked in recently, or that are running an outdated agent version. If you need to export this list, click the Excel icon in the top right to download it as a CSV, or the PDF icon to download it as a PDF instead. Every device carries one advanced setting at a time, and that setting is what actually defines its monitoring policy. To assign one, select one or more devices from the list, then click Assign Advanced Setting. A side drawer opens, select the setting you want to apply, and click Confirm. If a device already has a setting assigned, the new one simply replaces it. And if you haven't created any advanced settings yet, you'll need to do that first, which we've covered that process in its own video. Beyond assigning policy, this page also lets you send commands straight to a device. Command is a one-off action that takes effect immediately, rather than waiting for the device's next scheduled sync. This comes in handy when you're troubleshooting a specific device, forcing an update, or getting a device ready for decommissioning. Commands don't change the device's advanced setting, and you can only assign one command at a time, though you can send it to multiple devices at once. Before assigning a command, it's worth checking a few things first. Make sure the device has checked in recently, since the command won't take effect until it does. Select only the devices that actually need the action. And keep in mind that a few commands, such as Uninstall Client, driver options, and network monitoring approach in particular, can affect monitoring coverage, user experience, or connectivity, so it's worth understanding what a command does before sending it out broadly. To assign a command, select the devices you want, then click Assign Command. Let's go through what each command does. Enable Test Communication Settings changes the device's communication settings to allow faster downloading of settings and uploading of reports. It's meant for testing and diagnostics. Applying it to every device at once will overload the server, so keep it to individual devices or small groups. Disable Test Communication Settings simply reverts communication settings back to their default values. Application Scan tells the agent to report every application or software installed on the device. Hardware Scan works the same way, but reports the device's specifications, the devices installed, and the amount of free disk space. Force Reload Settings reinitializes and restarts the Insight components on the device. This forces whatever settings are assigned in the management console to download and apply as soon as the device receives the command, rather than waiting for the device to restart on its own. Network Monitoring approach controls how Insight monitors network traffic. By default, it uses WFP, the Windows filtering platform. If that's incompatible with another network monitoring application on the device, you can switch to LSB or Layered Service Provider instead. Or turn network monitoring off entirely. Driver Options lets you disable individual Insight drivers in the event of driver issues. To disable one, uncheck the box next to its name. The drivers available are Process Guardian, USB Monitoring, USB File Transfers, File Guardian, and File System Monitoring. Refresh SSL Certificate renews the SSL certificate Insight creates for monitoring SSL traffic. These certificates are valid for over 2 years and normally renew on their own when the device restarts close to the expiry date. To avoid interrupting users, this command lets you renew the certificate without waiting for a restart. SSL Cache covers caching of the SSL encryption keys Insight uses to speed up monitoring of SSL traffic. Clearing or disabling this cache can resolve issues where web pages a user views become corrupted, whether that's happening occasionally or on a regular basis. Enable SSL cache turns caching on, clear SSL cache clears what's currently cached, and disable SSL cache turns off caching entirely. Enable close_wait management addresses a specific network issue. Where the remote side of a connection initiates a graceful close, the browser receives and acknowledges it, but then fails to actually close the socket. This usually shows up as blank web pages. This command manages that issue if it occurs, though it does come with some overhead. Disable close_wait management turns that management back off. Update Client gives you two options. Immediate interrupts the user and restarts Explorer.exe to apply the update straight away. Silent updates Insight in the background, with cleanup completing on the next restart, so there's no interruption to the user. Uninstall Client works the same way, with the same two options. Immediate interrupts the user and restarts Explorer.exe to remove the agent right away. Silent uninstalls Insight in the background, again with cleanup completing on the next restart. Once you've assigned a command, click Confirm. Then check back on the device record to confirm it worked. Alongside Insight, the Devices dropdown has two more options: Maintenance Mode and Deleted Devices. Maintenance Mode is where you manage a device's logs and update or uninstall the Insight client. Select a device, and you'll see its details, including the device name, operating system, and agent version, followed by a list of logs you can configure. These cover communications, desktop monitoring, analysis engine, network monitoring, storage media, file system monitoring, print monitoring, keystroke monitoring, browser usage, passive monitoring of file uploads, hardware audit, and software audit. Each one can be turned on, turned off, or retrieved on demand. Logs are heavy, so you can only enable, disable, or retrieve logs for one device at a time. From the same screen, Log Files lets you view logs that have already been generated. Clicking View shows you the device and agent details for that device. And the Uninstall and Update options let you uninstall or update the Insight agent directly from the management console. Deleted Devices, the second option in the dropdown, shows you a history of devices that have been removed from monitoring. That covers Insight devices. From checking device status and exporting the list, to assigning advanced settings, sending commands, and managing devices through maintenance mode. Together, these give you a way to monitor endpoint health and act on it immediately. To get a complete overview of GuardWare and its features, visit the documentation site at docs.guardware.com.